Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. This is going to be part 2 of my Saturday morning beach walk in North Naples, Florida. I'm down at the very south end of Vanderbilt Beach, down by the Ritz-Carlton. Just a little bit after 9, and the place is already starting to see its share of happy beach worshipers, sun worshipers. It's going to be a busy day here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 71 degrees right now. No signs of red tide whatsoever. It's out there. It's offshore, but no signs of it here. It smells great here. Some thin clouds. It's partly cloudy, but lots of blue sky, lots of sunshine. Great beach day. Water temperature 75, although not many people going in the water. A lot still leery of hurricane debris out there and bacteria. If you do choose to go in the water, make sure you rinse off. Make sure you shower off like as soon as you get out. Has nothing to do with red tide or the hurricane. That's just the rules of the Gulf of Mexico. It was really nice walking on the beach this morning. The tide was out kind of far this morning. Not far enough where we saw sandbars sticking out of the water, but we had a nice strip of hard sand to walk on along the waterline. Good morning. We're going to head over there in a second. We can still walk down there. Excellent walking conditions on the beach this morning. Excellent. Hit that share button. Come on. It was very quiet in part 1 here this morning. Maybe everybody's on their way to the beach. I wouldn't blame them if that was the case. If you're thinking about coming to the beach, I do suggest you get in that car now. You're coming to Vandy. Vanderbilt Beach Resort and Turtle Club restaurant over here. An icon of Vanderbilt Beach. An icon. Unfortunately, the restaurant's not open yet. They're still working on it. Hoping to have it open by fall. So they'll be ready to go for next season. But the resort is open. They got their chairs all set up out here on the beach for their guests. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wouldn't you like to be sitting in those chairs right there? That chair right there has got your name on it. We're just going to continue our walk up to the north here. No dead fish on the beach. I've not seen any dead fish. High tide's around noon today, so we got a while before that tide comes in, but you can see how good the walking conditions are. You can see all that hard, soft sand here. Absolutely perfect. Water feels good too. Washing up on my toes here. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We got a while to go here now, so hit that share button. Now's a good time to get some of your friends on here with us.
I just made footprints. I just made footprints.
They don't have very many umbrellas out here this morning at this one condo. They usually have more. I think on a day like this, the place would be hopping. Look at that. Beautiful. Don't you wish you were here? Don't you wish you were here? It's so nice here this morning. I am actually went shoeless this morning. I was wearing my shoes. I didn't want to be stepping on any dead fish. But it is so nice out here. I'm not saying there's no dead fish. There might be one buried under the sand, but I haven't really noticed any. Another glorious morning in paradise. Oh, I'll take a peek over here. It does not look like anything's going on at Gulf Point. Doesn't look like there's anything happening at Gulf Point. Just sitting idle. Sitting there idle. Sorry, my Gulf Point family of friends. Nothing good to report there. One can only hope. One can only hope. The Floridian clubs getting their chairs and umbrellas out there. They look like they're expecting a busy day. Beautiful. beautiful coconut palms. And the beautiful blue sky with those little wispy white clouds up there, just a few of them. Beautiful views here, just gorgeous views. I just think those umbrellas and beach chairs are just, they look so inviting. I have heard reports of people seeing dolphins out here this morning. I didn't happen to see them. But I have heard folks, especially when I was down at the south end here, they were telling me they saw a dolphin hanging out down there earlier this morning. So that's awesome news. We love our dolphins. We weren't seeing them there during the red tide, so maybe it's possible that they do relocate until the red tide passes. I don't know. So if all of a sudden my audio disappears, it's because the batteries went dead on the microphone. I have no clue how long the batteries last on this thing. I think we're good right now. The La Playa Hotel up there, the gray, tall, skinny building, they are working hard to get that completely reopened. It is partially opened. The La Playa is partially open now. I'm in a good mood today. Feeling happy. I said that earlier. I think these little waves are packing some extra serotonin in them. Some of that happy gas. Serotonin. in front of the camera, okay. Try to go around people, but some insist on getting between me and the water. It's all right with me. Gotta have people at the beach, right? I like seeing people out here. I just try to keep them directly out of the camera. Unless they're my friends, or if they're waving at me. So neat watching the waves break. You know how they start down there, just come right along, right down the beach, up the beach towards me. That is cool. It's like a train passing by. Where's a big one? There's a big one. And it fizzled out. The playa. Haven't seen Nana around lately. I've not seen Nana out on the beach with her garbage bag. The playa doesn't have really many of their umbrellas set up here. Only one opened up here. I think this whole part of the hotel is closed. I don't think there's anything open down there. The swimming pool's over in there, and I don't think that part of the hotel is open at all. That's just what it looks like to me from here and from what I've seen walking along Gulf Shore Drive. I got a few umbrellas set up here. Not one whiff of red tide yet so far this morning. Absolutely awesome. Haven't seen any dead fish. I haven't been up higher on the beach. I don't know if there's any up at that old rack line, the high tide line. It's way back up on the beach from a week ago. They've been raking religiously, trying to clean up our beaches from the hurricane and the red tide. know if it's going to be like this tomorrow. I'm betting it's not. Hopefully we can get out to the beach in the morning, but there's a chance it's going to be raining. So check in early on Facebook. I'll try to give you an update on the weather situation. Starting to see the clouds thicken up a little bit now. Still lots of beautiful rays coming through though. Still looking good on the beach here. Still a great morning for working on your tan. Working on your tan, getting some serotonin. It's awesome. Stop and listen to the waves for a minute. So relaxing. Yeah, let's continue our walk. You looking for a cut through?
Yeah.
Some folks, they walk out to the beach and then they forget where they came out when they use the little beach accesses from Gulf Shore Drive. They're not very noticeable from out here. So if you do use them, you get somebody to drop you off and you use those little walkways, get some landmarks, take a picture. Take a picture on your phone so you remember where you came out. It's like parking your car at a big event or something, or even in a big shopping mall and coming out and like, where the heck did I park my car? Hopefully your key fob will trigger it. It's just gorgeous. Even with the clouds, it's just gorgeous. See, there's been a lot of erosion right along here. Look at this ledge. Look at this. That's pretty high. That is pretty high along here. That's a big one all along. Good morning. Look at that sun. Look at that sun beating down on me. Beautiful. Look back down to the south, down towards La Playa. Pardon me. Boy, the only thing that'd make this beach walk a little better is if you were walking along beside me. Wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be sweet? Nice little series of waves coming in here. And they're starting to taper off. There's another a large amount of erosion right there. Isn't it beautiful? Awesome today. Absolutely awesome. Gotta get in the shade for a second. Gotta check my little battery lights there. If I can find some shade. There we go. Ooh, no stars here yet this morning. That's not good. Hope they're working on this feed. I got a couple hundred stars last live feed. That's kind of low. But we have slow mornings. Usually Saturday mornings are busy mornings. I take whatever I can get. Thank you. We probably got maybe 10 more minutes left in our live feed here in our walk this morning. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You still might find a parking spot if you head over here this morning. Try the Bluebill lot, the lot for Connor Park. Up at the north end. If the parking garage is full down at the south end. Barefoot Beach, showing some signs of red tide on the map at Barefoot Beach this morning. That wasn't good. Down the south end of Marco. Sanibel Island. Good right here at Vanderbilt. Down along through Naples. St. Pete, Clearwater, they got a lot of yellow, orange, and red dots on the forecast map. Check that forecast before you go out to the beach. It updates regularly. You can find that link. You just scroll through my videos. You'll see a map of Florida with these little blue dots on it. Blue, red, yellow, whatever. On Florida's Gulf Coast. That's, if you look in the description, there's a link. I posted one last night. I didn't put the link in there, so I have to scroll down a couple posts. You should keep that handy if you want to stay on top of things. It's not just red tide, it's harmful algae in the water. Right now it's mostly red tide. It's also the blue-green algae, and there's some other things out there that you got to look out for. It's not really a red tide forecast, it's a harmful alga bloom forecast, HABs, harmful alga blooms. Get down close to the water for the remainder of our beach walk here. Oh, the stars are working. All right, I got a few stars. Thank you. 500 stars. Thank you.
I didn't even think that. It's funny. You've been doing this for how many years and you never told me?
Remember, if you appreciate what I do, if you enjoy my live feeds and the other photos and videos that I share of our beaches and some of our other things around town, if you like what I do, like I said, appreciate my efforts. Tips, hugely appreciated. Always welcome. Not looking to get rich, but looking to survive and be able to stay here in Naples. Things are getting nuts here. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. And if you know how to use Venmo and Apple Pay, you can find me on there. Pretty simple. Just look for old Robb, Stan. Robb with two B's, Stan with one N, R-O-B-B-S-T-A-N. The man with two first names. It's just been an incredible morning, hasn't it? Incredible. Incredibly beautiful. It's gorgeous. Does it get better? It sure does. We do have our share of amazing weather here in Southwest Florida and in Naples. That's why everybody wants to live here. Del Norwigans Pass State Park to the north there. I can't give you any information on the park. Don't know when it's going to open. The best thing to do is just get on their website. You can get some stuff out of the Friends of Del Norwigans Pass State Park website and Friends of Del Norwigans Pass State Park Facebook page. Still kind of sketchy, you know. I don't think anybody's committed to an opening date yet. Still a lot of work to be done in there. I'd love to see some regular official video updates. Maybe every other week, every week, just to let all those folks that were regulars there know what's going on. Instead of just posting tons of pictures. But the pictures are good. Let's just see what's happening. I wish they were doing like a series of aerials of the progression of the work at Del Norwiggins. You wouldn't believe what that place looked like almost 6 months ago now. After the hurricane, it would have made you cry. Made you cry if you saw that park and its beach. It's come a long way. You know, he said, oh, a year for Del Norwiggins to open. Well, it's coming up on half a year already. Time flies. I think the batteries held out. It looks like they held out for my high beach walk here. Yeah, I think I'm still on. Perfect. Still see the blue light.
Morning.
Good morning. Folks starting to show up down here at the Bluebell end of Vanderbilt Beach now. Nice, nice. The entire morning, no smell of red tide. Absolutely awesome. And folks said they've been seeing dolphins out there, so that's even better. Some reports of dolphins. Mariah Bay's get their chairs set up. I haven't set their umbrellas up yet. Getting ready to do it. They got them laying on the chairs anyway. There's Del Norwiggins again up to the north. All right, my friends, time to call it a morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. If you happen to send a tip today, thank you. I do appreciate it. Those of you that sent some stars, thank you. Thank you very much. Every single solitary penny counts these days. See what happens tomorrow. See how the weather is. Could be raining in the morning. We'll know when tomorrow gets here. There goes the umbrellas. There they go. Again, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally ho, my friends. Tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. God bless.